Hi and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be a bit more consistent with the videos that I'm going to be uploading. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys, if you're a social media marketing agency and you're looking to sign your first $500, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 client in terms of monthly revenue or in terms of actual total revenue produced from that client, then please pay attention, because I'm going to show you a way of signing your first, your second, your third, your fifth, or even your 10th client and more without using cold calling, cold emails, Instagram DMs, and all the traditional ways that people use to sign their first client through the SMMA. Because you see, I've discovered a platform that will allow you to sign clients, and clients affordably, profitably, and consistently. And the platform is right here, and that is Upwork. But before I continue, I would like to give credit to Montel Gordon, because he was the person that I discovered this strategy, if you want to call it. And I don't want to take credit for this. Basically, I want to make sure that you know that he is the person that I learned this from, so that you don't give me all the credit. So if you're going to give credit, give him the credit. I'm just showing you what I've learned from his teaching, and I'm going to share you the results from his teaching, so hopefully you can have that breakthrough that you've been looking for all of this time. So if you don't want to be sending 100 cold DMs, if you don't want to be sending 100 cold emails, and if you don't want to be doing 100 cold calls, because the reality is that is what is required to sign your first client with your SMMA, if that makes sense. So the platform is called Upwork. If you've heard of Upwork before, fantastic. If you haven't, Upwork is just a place where business owners go to essentially post jobs, and with these jobs you apply to these jobs, and all you have to do basically is prove why they should pick you over 20, 30, 40, sometimes even 50 other applicants. Now that might seem overwhelming, however in reality it isn't. You see, what I've discovered is, if you have a skill, and if you have a skill that you are very good at, so for example for me, I'm very good at advertising, whether it's Facebook or Google or even TikTok, and people out there are willing to pay you 500, 1,000, 5,000, even 10,000 per month, or in terms of total revenue generated from that client in a circulation of a 2 to 3 to 4 to a 6 month or even 12-month period. Then places like Upwork, where business owners are looking for video editors, photographers, coders, you name it, there are clients out there that are willing to pay you for your skills. So, but this video is mainly about social media marketing. So let me just go through very briefly over the platform if you haven't used Upwork before, and it's very simple. So business owners from all over the world, from Croatia, from Kenya, from Canada, from US, UK, Europe, Australia, will post jobs, and these jobs, for this example, will be related to Facebook advertising, and you will be helping these clients with the e-commerce, lead generation. Sometimes it's to help promote the app. The job varies. However, for a beginner, this is an excellent way to sign your first, your second, your third, your fifth, and your 10th plus clients. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video exactly how we apply for these jobs. That's going to be for another video. However, in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you the mathematics. I want to show you exactly the kind of results that you can expect if you decide to invest in Upwork in terms of actually getting your first and your next SMMA client. You see, it first started 2 years ago, and of course at that time I was doing cold calling, cold emails, and nothing was really working. So what I decided to do was I went on YouTube, searched up Montel Gordon, and he introduced me to this strategy. I applied this strategy, and these are the results for the past 24, well, just over 24 months right here. I keep track of every single client that I've signed through Upwork, and some of them is from YouTube, some of them is from word of mouth, but you can see the majority of the clients is from Upwork. So I keep track of how much it's cost me, and ultimately how much revenue and profit from that revenue have I generated. So the very first client that I signed, I believe, is this one, Bespoke Studio. So this client is, let me go over here. So in my previous videos, you probably see me talking about Micro Australia. So Bespoke Studio, I was a subcontractor for this particular client, meaning that I was running ads for this client's behalf. Does that make sense? So why I'm telling you this is I want you to focus on the actual results. So on Upwork, in order to apply for jobs, you're going to need something called Connects. And Connects is the currency that you use, well, virtual currency that you use to apply for jobs. And how many jobs? Well, that's up to you depending on how many Connects you spend. So with £41.12, which is roughly around about 100 to 200 Connects, I was able to sign this client. So she posted a job on Upwork, I applied for the job, we hopped on a sales call, she was impressed with my knowledge and how well I performed in the sales call. So we signed the contract, and over the next, we'll say 3 to 4 to 5 months, I was able to generate £1,096 at 12 pence. In terms of how much profit, well, you can see the profit right there. So £1,055 in profit. So for you marketing nerds and you marketing geeks out there, that is a 26.66 return on investment. So that's, in the business world, in terms of returns, is incredible. Imagine if you got these returns for your own client, they would be over the moon. So that was my first client that I got. I tracked the results, and then I just looked back and I was like, wow, that's really good. So I decided to get my next client. Now this one is not really advertising related. This one is more helping the person with their YouTube channel, because I used to have a previous YouTube channel. I grew it from 0 to 135,000 subscribers and 50 million views. So that's how I was able to sign this client, because of the fact that I built what he wants to build himself. So I spent £58 and 50 pence on Upwork Connects, and I managed to sign the client, and I produced £669 and 84 pence in just 2 months of working with this client, and then we went our separate ways. But in terms of profit, £611 and 34 pence, and that's over a 10 times return on my investment. So you can see here, for the price of a meal, you know, a starter, an appetizer, and a main course at a restaurant in the United Kingdom, that's where I'm from, the UK, you can literally make back £1,000. You know, for the price of, well, a very cheap iPhone, you can literally 10 times your return on your investment. Does that make sense? So after signing these 2 clients, I realized that Upwork is an amazing platform to actually sign SMMA clients, and not just advertising clients, but clients for, like I said, whatever skills that you possess. There are people on Upwork that are willing to pay you top dollar for those skills every single month. So what I then decided to do is, rather than just keeping track of how much I've spent and how much revenue I've produced, I also want to keep track of how many jobs am I applying, and how many sales calls am I getting from those jobs, and how many sales calls have I closed from those jobs. You see, these are the metrics that you need to understand and you need to know in order to run a successful social media marketing agency, because ultimately a social media marketing agency is about producing sales calls. That's the key. The more sales calls you can produce, the more revenue, the more money you're going to make. Now, I know there are agencies out there that don't do sales calls. They just send people to a landing page where they sell a product. But if you want to sell something high ticket, something that's going to get you these kind of returns over here, like this, for example, this client over here spent £195 and so far, I need to update this because it's a lot more. But so far, I've made like 7k back from this one client. If you want to make these kind of returns, you're gonna have to hop on a sales call. And how do you do sales calls? I'll do that in a different video. So what I decided to do was last year. Now, as I'm recording this video, it's currently in November. So last year in October, what I decided to do is rather than spending, as you can see here, £40, £50, £60, what if I went big? And I don't mean millions, I mean what if I spent £800 or £500? So what I did was, I decided to spend £157 or 35 pence. And then I was able to apply for 74 jobs on Upwork. Out of that, I got a 5% response rate. That means 4 people responded to me. I hopped on one sales call, closing obviously my first client over there. And did I put the name of the client? So yeah, so I signed my first client. Yes, I remember his name was William. He also owned an agency. However, the difference is he was doing outreach. So there are people out there that are amazing at outreach. I'm not saying outreach doesn't work. I'm just saying it's not for me. And if it's not for you, then this is probably one of the best alternatives out there, where you don't have to do 100 cold calls, 100 DMs, etc. So he was doing outreach to get clients in the med spa space. So he was actually able to bring me 3, 4, even 5 clients. From this one client, he was able to bring me 5 clients that are med spas. What was the other one? It was to do with car detailing and things like that. So that was really good. So then the following month, that's when I decided to go big. This was my first £781 or 33 pence investment. And then, as you can see, I applied for a lot of proposals because Montel Gordon taught me that if you want this to work, you're going to have to do this for 2 weeks. So if you're going to do this Upwork thing, you're going to have to do it, give it at least 14 days. I promise you, after 2 weeks, you will 100% sign your first client. I know because look at the data over here. Look at the results over here. I believe I've signed over 25 clients, and I think 23 or 22 is from Upwork alone. So it works. So I spent just under £800 and applied for 354 jobs. Now that seems like a lot. However, I was applying for 10 jobs a day, Monday to Sunday. Now you don't have to do it weekends. You can do it Monday to Friday. But I was really feeling it, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted to push. So that's why I also did the weekends. But if you're going to do this, you can do Monday to Friday, it's fine. But I did Monday to Sunday, applied for 10 jobs a day, every day, and that's only 30 minutes. So I would wake up, brush my teeth, have a shower, do my thing, and then before I leave this house, or before I do anything, I apply for 10 jobs on Upwork, and that would be me done for the day. 10 to 12 jobs, sometimes 15 jobs if I got a little bit more time, and then done. That's it. That's the only outreach that I would do at all. And then from that, you can see here I got 46 responses, and then from that I was able to hop on a record 21 sales call for the entire month of November. So from that, I was able to close 4 clients, and these were the clients. Yeah, it was a really, really good month. And from these clients, if we go over here, so we're looking at November. So from November, so this client has been with me since last year November, so he's actually been with me for 12 months. And obviously this client was from last year November time. And the reason why I put December was that's when he paid his invoice. So I signed him in November. He took like a few weeks to think about it, and then he decided to go ahead. But just look at the results from these clients that I was able to sign. So £195 or 33 pence, made back 1,400, which is a 7 times ROAS. £195 spent, made back, when I edit this, it should be 7 grand, which is over 30 times ROAS. And who was the next one? Kitchens of Africa. Yeah, this one was just like a project. So in Upwork, you could do projects, which is just a one-time thing. So that's the reason why I only made back £158. So I made my money back plus £100 profit. So that was amazing. And then Homecraft Partners, this one's Mohammed, spent £195.33, made back £783, and that was just amazing. So when I go over here, did I calculate the total revenue produced for that month, or did I not? Yeah, I calculated it. Obviously, it would have been a lot more, but you can see here that from that, I decided to spend another 500 on Upwork the following month. Now, the reason why in the month of December I wasn't able to do much proposals was because I just applied for 354 proposals the previous month. I've signed 4 clients, and all the clients have paid their invoices, and then I've got work to do. So what I decided is I'm going to hire someone who's going to apply for jobs on Upwork on my behalf. And then from there, I was able to scale consistently. Now, you're probably wondering, what was the reason why I stopped? Now, the reason why I stopped was because the only issue with Upwork, and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be transparent with you, is the fact that you can see that you are getting clients in different industries, in different niches. So 1 minute, for example, you're helping a mixed martial arts school. Next minute is e-commerce. Another one is lead generation. Another one is healthcare. Another one is lead generation. Another one is e-commerce. Another one. So you can see you're helping clients in different industries with different problems. Some clients, like I've told you earlier on in this video, want your help promoting their app. So for example, this client wanted my help promoting his app and other things. And then another client wants you to do something else. So for example, this client wanted me to sell a digital product, help him sell his digital product, e-commerce. And once you stack these clients, it's difficult to scale a business where you're doing different things for different clients. You might not understand this now, but in the future, once you reach this level, you will understand that it's better to build a business where you help one person, one kind of clientele with one specific problem, and you go after that one single clientele rather than have all of these different clients. Yes, the returns are amazing, don't get me wrong. However, it's better from a business perspective, meaning scaling perspective, to focus on one niche, one industry, one person that has one problem, providing one single solution. And that is the reason why I stopped. So I didn't stop because Upwork wasn't making me any money. I stopped because I realized that it's better to focus on one niche and one industry rather than getting clients from different industries with different problems, different wants, different needs. Because when it comes to building a team, because you can't do everything by yourself, it's not wise, it's not smart. Once you build your team, you will realize that in terms of service delivery, some clients will get great results. The reason why, I'm going to be transparent with you, the reason why these clients have paid me 3 grand and these clients have paid me, so for example, for this client, we got her really, really good results. It was only like a one-time project thing. But the reason why this client, so I'll let me just highlight this. So the reason why these clients I've made over £1,000 and this client I only made £300 was because these clients I was able to get them exceptional results. Whereas with this client, because it was something I wasn't used to, but I still decided to take it for the name of making a profit, I wasn't able to get him the best results. Does that make sense? So that's why I say this is a great method for a beginner to get money in your pocket so that you can use the money to, what I do now is with the money that I've generated from Upwork, I now run Facebook advertising for myself, for my own agency, going after my own industry that I want to help so that I can scale my business better. Does that make sense? So, yeah, if you want me to do more content related to Upwork, I 100% can do. I hope this has helped, and I hope this has opened your eyes to the fact that there is a golden opportunity on Upwork, and it's still a golden opportunity right now. I've only stopped because I want to specialize in a specific niche, and it's hard to find an abundance of those people on Upwork. Does that make sense? So if you want to specialize, for example, in e-commerce, selling baby products, you're not going to find hundreds and hundreds of business owners on Upwork who are e-commerce business owners selling only baby products, if that makes sense. But on Facebook and Google, you can reach those people like quite easily, should I say, as long as you've got the budget, of course. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helped. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And if you want to work with me closely, then click on the link on that down below to book a free call with me, and we can go over your business, go over your marketing, and essentially what areas I can help you with in order to scale your business. Because you've seen the results right here. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. So if you are a beginner and you've got money to invest, that is the key. You have to have at least, I would say you have to have at least $500, £500 to invest in. If you want to do Upwork, then of course you're going to have that for Connects. However, if you're interested in, because you can see, for example, from this client, I made over $7,000 and I'm doing Facebook advertising for this client. A client's not going to pay you $7,000 if you're not doing a good job. So if you want help with your advertising, on the other hand, then click down the link. I think it's the first link. Book a call with me. I don't do free trials, just to let you know. So if you are expecting a free trial, I don't do free trials. However, you will get value for your money based on the results that I can get you. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.